In this lecture, we're going to learn about joins, and in particular, an inner join. First of all, a join is a clause, or let's say a join clause is used to combine two or more tables basing on a related column. An inner join is used to return records that match when two or more tables are joined basing on a related column. Once the records match, they will be returned when you use an inner join. If they do not match, they will not be returned. So first of all, when you're joining data, you can decide to do joins between tables in the same database and tables from two different databases. But joining data from different databases has a different approach, and the one joining from the data tables from the same database also has a different approach. But we're all going to see those in this lecture. So first of all, let's look at the two different tables and see how we can begin the joins. So select all from the customers table first. See, the customers table has three columns: customer ID, customer name, and email. Then we go to the orders database. We look for the orders table. When you click on it, you can see it has four columns: order ID, customer ID, order date, and total amount. Let's close this. So now we want to do the inner join and see the data that is going to be returned and see exactly how it also works. So let's copy this. Paste here. So select all. Remember, when you're starting to retrieve data from a database, select is a must. Never forget select. So select all from the customers table. C. I'm going to explain to you why I'm using C there. Inner join orders. Based on C customers ID. Remember, the customer ID is the column that they both share, that they're related. The orders table 2 also has the customer ID. So this is how we do it. Select all from customers. This C is an alias. Let's say another name for customers. We said, okay, let's give it a short form. You can write any letter, even if you write P or what, but don't keep it very far from, because we're just probably one step away. But remember, it helps us make the work tidy and not so bulky. You can easily understand. So you see, from customers, see, inner join. We're joining customers in the left table, joining with the right table, which is the orders. We do an inner join of orders, also an alias of O, based on the other thing I was telling you about, the related column. In customers table, we have customer ID. In orders table, we also have customer ID. So we get, instead of writing customers fully here, customers.customer ID, we use the alias C. Instead of writing orders, we use the alias O. So this makes the work very neat. But if we run this code, it's going to bring an error. And you know why? Because we are joining data from two different tables, data from two different tables from two different databases. The customers table is from the customer's database. The orders table is from the orders database. If we run this code, it's going to be an error. Let's first run it and you see. You know why? It says the orders table is not in the customer database. As you can see, we are using the customer's database right now, and the orders table is not part of them. The orders table is in another database. So when you want to join data from two different databases, what you do is, let's first copy this. You type select all from customers, but in front of the customers table, you write the name of the database, customers database, then you put a dot customers, then orders database dot. So select all from the customers database, customers table, in particular customers table, in a join with the orders table from the orders database, basing on C, which is the alias for the customers, and O, which is the alias for the orders. And what is going to return? The matching record, that matching both. So let's run this. As you can see, it's a success. This is how they use an inner join. So you should never forget that when you're joining data from the same database, you do not have to include the database name. But when you're joining data from two different databases, never forget to include the database name.